Okay, so the recording is on.
Okay.
Yeah, so what's the question?
So I restarted a machine, or I made a new machine for practice, and um, I was looking back at the videos, and you had said we use the network interface cards for when you install a new OS.
Yeah. New OS,
Um,
what do you mean? If you did you make a clone or you install from the scratch?
yeah, I made a clone.
Okay, so everything should copy over then.
Oh well. Let's see. Maybe I.
So yeah, go in there.
Well, I started over from the base, from the
Oh, okay.
GL base, and then I made a clone of that, and then I changed it to practice so that I can just rewatch the videos over and then start from scratch, kind of sort of, or where I got confused, which was the Nick bonding.
Yeah, so let's see. Before that, let's see if you have two two network cards there. So go into settings and network. And adapter 2 is on. What about adapter 1?
So I enabled that because in the video, it said enable or disable.
Yeah, you
So I had
disable
disabled it.
after nick bonding is done. You did nick bonding already?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I ran the mod
Mod probe? Okay.
mod yeah mod probe
Bonding.
bonding, and I did all the configurations in the VI if config, um, in ENP0S3 and ENPOS8
Okay.
and
So go
bond
into.
zero.
Yeah, good. It sounds like you did everything. I go into putty then. Yeah,
Okay.
also do IPA. IP space A. Okay. So ENP 0S3 is gone because it crashed. And it's
Oh,
using ENP0S8. So look at the um, what do you want to look at is look at the uh, hardware address. So you see the MAC address.
yeah.
Okay, so bound
This one right
0
here.
should be using the same MAC address as the active link. Or maybe it's not using it at all. Yeah, it's not bounded yet, buddy.
Okay. So
So go
in order,
into show me history, type history, and I want to see what you did. Okay, so
this is where I started. I backed it up, and then
okay, good. You backed up. You go backed up there, and okay. So let's go into that folder, and then we're gonna. I want to see ENPS3 and S8. Yeah, run
what
146.
the network scripts folder.
Yeah, 146. So you no, yeah. Before that, you do exclamation 146. There you go. You do ls. Yeah. So show me what you got in S3 and S8, and then bond 0.
Oh,
And then bond 0. Device bond on boot, yes. Boot protostatic. IP ADDR 192.168 1.250 and 255. Okay, all this looks good. Then type history one more time. And you did mod probe. I want to go
Mm-hmm.
into the config file here. Go into the config file.
The config file.
Yeah, 161. Alias bond 0 space bonding. Okay, all this looks good. And okay, let's do IPA again. So ENP 0S8, that shouldn't have the IP showing in there.
Yeah, and S the EMP0S3 should have the IP in it, correct?
No, you turn the ENP0S3 turned off, right now,
Mhm.
because
Yeah,
you are replicating the port to be down. So let's do IPA LS here.
IPALS.
No, just LS. Okay, I'm looking at the spelling. Sometimes spellings will put you a trick. ENP0S3, ENP0S8, bond 0, bond 0. Okay, have you restarted once already?
Yeah. Um, 165.
Yeah, run 162 again. Mod probe bonding. Okay, then without that, go ahead and restart the system. Init 6.
Init 6.
Yeah.
So I had another. When do we only bond the NIC cards when we have a new OS system, or when we install the new S system, OS system?
In reality, all the servers have bonding because all the servers, you don't want any either production or non-production servers to go down. So the purpose of the bonding is if one side of the network goes down, the system will still be up. So if you look at the picture I put it in there,
Mm-hmm.
we got two cards. At the same time, those two cards are connecting to two different networks. So if the physical card goes down, the physical card goes down, then the other card picks up. If the network goes down, the other networks still be able to, keep it floating.
Okay. And where's the other network coming from?
Yeah, we don't have to worry about it. Other
Oh,
network, I mean, most of the time, other network would be any other switch or any other router.
oh, because we're plugging the Ethernet cord into a switch.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, you got it now. So do log back in party and see what happens. ENP08. Yeah, that shouldn't pick up the. But what is bond 0 using? Bond 0 is using. It is still using the uh, the MAC address for the first ENP03, I think. Yeah, let's go back into the network that into the settings again. Can you click on adapter 1?
Mm-mm. It won't allow me.
Adapter 1 won't work, right? So, is adapter 1 bridged also?
I think I had changed it. I think I had changed it to
Host
not
only?
attached.
Oh, not attached.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, let's shut it down and then we'll see in there what's the. So in the party do init 0, yeah. Okay, you could do that too.
Does it have to be attached to the bridge adapter?
Not necessarily. It's here you disabled it, right?
Yeah.
I want to go into advanced and see. I want to see the MAC address here. So 91CB. If you go into party and see, is that what it is? 91CB. No, it's using totally different Ethernet adapter.
Mm-hmm.
Where is that coming from? Is this the same machine? How many machines you have running?
Yeah. Um, I have the system upgrade one that we were practicing on, and then I had the this one. I think is the remember when you did ZMPT 01 and ZMPT 02.
Yeah.
This was my version of ZMPT 101.
Okay, so the practice one is the new one you created, right? From the base.
Yeah, this is the new one from the base. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me drive here. Give me 1 second.
Okay.
I'm gonna do host only adapter and that, and here also let's do host only adapter and that. I didn't have the third one. Okay, and let me take a look here. What I did here is okay. I'm not worried about that. Let me bring this back up.
So far,
Yeah,
what does the host only adapter do?
host only adapter is a when the virtual network installs the adapter, it installs one adapter, right?
Okay.
So let me show you here. If I go in here, so what VirtualBox does is it creates a network adapter in there. Okay, when you have a host only adapter, it will not have a outside internet connection. If you have a bridge adapter, then you will.
No outside.
So is that the difference between private and public network?
Yep, yep, very good. That's what it is.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
So most of the time, then you will have NAT attached. What will happen is you will have NAT attached in here as a third adapter in here, and that will bring up internet for you.
Okay. So is the NAT is the network
Network
access?
network attached transmission or translation, something like that.
Yeah, translate. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so let's redo this.
So is that does that have the same correlation with the NAT gateway?
It is.
Okay.
It is.
Okay.
So this might not work because the IP will start with 56. Yeah, type in password. So if you do IPA, it will start with 192.158, 56.
Yeah, that's what I had the first time. I had the
56.105.
yeah 150,
Yeah.
and then we changed the bond to 250, and then I was supposed to do the network reset, and it was supposed to change the EMP OS 2 3 to um it was supposed to just be the same as the EMP OS 8.
Okay. But this still, the number 3 is a problem here. Wait a minute. What is going on? Did I say number host only adapter, right?
Because
Both are
we were trying to see the difference in MAC addresses
yeah, but the
in the
IP
flag.
address, look at the IP address. One is 192.168,
hmm
1.150.
Yeah,
I want
that's what
to
it was
see
when
if
I.
that is pingable at all. So if you go into command prompt,
hmm CM. Oh, CM. What?
so
Ping that IP
yeah,
address.
yeah, ping a 192.168, 1.150. No, you put a comma there, so yeah, it's not gonna ping, but it might ping.
250.
No, it might not ping 250 either, but it might ping 192.168, 56.105.
Okay.
Yep, ping that one.
192
168,
168
56. 105.
105.
Yeah, yeah, that one is working.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, try pinging 192.168, 1.250.
250 or 150.
250. This is for the bound.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not going to ping either. So let's go back into network scripts folder again. So if this is not working for the putty, close this putty and then use 192.168.56.105 105 to connect.
In putty
In
or
putty,
new
yeah.
putty
Yeah, new session putty.
or this loaded.
Yeah, so this might not work. So don't save it yet. Just bring up 156. I'm sorry, 192, 168, 56. No,
Loaded.
no, the middle one, get rid of up until 1. Yeah, now 56.105.
And just open it or load it.
Yeah, just open it. Okay, there you go. So it's gonna log in. Okay, so now let's go into the network script folder.
MVI or
No, CD. Yeah, LS. So let's go into bound 0.
VI.
Yeah. So here, just change after 168, just change it to 56.
.105.
No, you could keep it 250. Everything else in
So
here is correct, right? The way it looks on boot,
mm-hmm.
IP-ADDR, net mask. Okay.
Do you want me to put 1 250 or 56 250?
56.250.
Okay.
Okay, so save and exit this one. And then go into uh, ENPS03.
MVI.
Yeah. And what do you have? ENP0S3. Onboard, yes. Boot, proto, none. Slave, yes. Master. So yeah, all this looks good to me. So yeah, try 8. On boot, yes. Boot, proto, none. BOTPRO, none. Right, slave, equal, yes. Master, equal. Bound 0. Okay, looks good to me. Now do IPA here. I want to check one thing. IPA. So it's using NP0S3S8. Okay. So yeah, go ahead and load mod probe. Hold
Uh,
on, hold on. You know what? Actually, show me history.
Say that one. You can drive if you want, Mr. Zafar.
Or actually, go into CD. Yeah, cd space forward slash etc,
CD display forward slash
etc, and go into mod probe D. No, cd again, cd space mod probe D.
CD
No, no, no,
space
yeah, etc slash etc slash mod. Okay, now go into cd mod probe D, mod, yeah, tab. Push the tab key. There you go. Enter. Do ls there, and you have bonding dot conf. Do ls hyphen l here. So remove bonding.conf.
bonding dot.
Yeah, the first file. Yeah, remove that.
Remove it.
Yeah, yeah. All right, let's create a new file. Vi,
And CD.
yeah, vi bonding.conf. bonding dot conf. Enter. And yeah, alias space bond 0.
Bonding.
Yeah, bonding. Escape. No, there you go. And let's go back to that network scripts folder again. ls. Okay, let's cat all these three files, cat bond 0 and 3 and 8.
Cat bond 0.
Yeah, ifcfg.
Oh,
Okay, now go to the other file. Okay, another file, 8. Okay, so looks good to me. So now do mod probe space bonding. Okay, and then do ls mod grep bonding. Okay, looks bonding. So now yeah,
do the
system
reset.
ctl. Try system ctl first. Then if not, then we'll do restart.
CTL. Restart bonding or
No, space network restart.
network.
Restart. Sorry, restart network. So actually, it might lose here. Go into this. Go into the virtual machine directly. Yeah, do IPA there. Yeah, actually, it's working now. See, it's
Yeah.
using 256 that 250. 56.250.
Yeah. This is where I got caught up, and then we were trying to see if we were trying to make sure that EMPOS 8, the MAC address, we wanted it to be different from the Bond 0 in class. So that's when we went to the virtual machine and then we changed. We turned off the adapter one,
Yeah.
and
No,
then we
no.
came
What
back
we did
into it.
there was to show that the bond zero will pick up the second adapter,
Oh, okay.
the passive adapter. So right now it's the active adapter is ENP0S3, right? How do you know it's using that? So if you look at the MAC address for
Right.
ENP0S3 and EA bond zero, it's using that.
It's using. They're all using the same MAC address.
Yeah, not all of them. They're all using the same MAC address.
Just, I mean, 3 and 8 and 5 and bond zero. Yeah. 91CB, 91CB, 91CB. So in class, when that happened, you I think you exited out of the
Yeah,
machine,
let's shut it down and then take out first adapter.
and then we went to settings. We went to network.
Yeah, just no, leave that alone.
Leave that on,
Yeah, just
and then
uncheck enable network adapter
okay,
and check on
then
adapter 2 is there. Okay, good.
it's
Okay,
fine.
just okay and restart the system now.
Okay. Start it back up.
Yeah.
Do I need to sign into the virtual box before I restart the putty session?
No, it should be active now. So try doing it.
New session?
No, restart. Don't you see restart there? Oh, because
Uh,
this won't work because this was using not using 250. So you probably have to do new session. Yeah.
New session.
Now yeah do and so now you have to change it to 256 56 in the middle. Yeah, there you go.
56,
Dot 250.
10, 5, right?
No, 250 now.
Oh, 250 or
Yeah,
150?
250.
250.
Now save it. All right, now open it and see what happens. There you go.
Uh,
Yeah, now do IPA. Okay, now it's showing the
yeah.
correct bound
Where?
IP.
But where's Impulse 3?
Okay, that's the problem here. In VirtualBox, we are not able to replicate what you actually see.
Oh yeah, because we shut it
Yeah,
off, right?
yeah,
Okay.
because VirtualBox is not capable of that. But in
Okay.
reality, what will happen is you will actually get a ticket that says ENP0S3 is down. And then looking at it, you see 0S8 is using, so bound 0 is using 0S8. How do you know it's using 0S8? Because you
The MAC
match the
address.
MAC address.
Okay. So that's what we were trying to figure out when we
Yeah.
were going through everything. Okay, that makes sense.
So
So
if you
when
look
the
at the
server,
MAC address here,
hmm
this information and this information is same exact thing. So bound 0 now it's channeling through number 8.
okay, so when we're in the working environment and there's a server and we don't want it to lose network connection, we use net bonding,
Nick bonding, yep.
NIC bonding, just in case the server or the network on the switch goes down, it'll still be connected to
True.
the
Almost every servers have
IP
it.
address.
Maybe it's possible. Maybe the non-production server doesn't have it, but almost all the production servers has it.
Okay. And that correlates with the network gateway, right? Or the NAT gateway.
Yeah.
Okay, makes sense. Everything's coming. Okay.
The more you do, the better it gets. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about my AWS class and this at the same time. So I was just trying to
See, the
see.
AWS class, um, you still have to do NIC bonding in there, but some of
Mhm.
the firewall is being taken care by a security group.
Right, right.
But there is another thing called SC Linux here. We'll talk about what SC Linux is a little later.
Okay.
Yeah, because we are not there yet. I mean, I don't even want to try to explain what SC Linux at this moment is because probably won't get it.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
All
all right,
right.
so
Anybody
can I,
else?
Mr. Zafar, yes. When I restarted the network, it said that the job for network service failed because the control process exited with error code.
Okay. So let's connect to your machine.
Okay, let me exit this real quick.
Mrs. Zafar, I don't know. We can't see it on the WebEx.
Yeah, no, I close yours. I'm waiting for him to give me his WebEx ID.
Oh, okay. Because I didn't know if you wanted everyone else to see what was going on.
so Mr. Zafar, when you take off the first adapter, why did the ENP-OS9 disappear?
Supposed to.
The O9 and the O3 are both supposed to go?
No, 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 no. You know, it's possible it's taking random. Yeah, most of the time ENP0S3 is there. But we'll take a look here. If you have already used that up, if the MAC address has changed, then it will go to ENP0S. It will skip 8 and it will go to 9. Did you refresh the MAC address?
Mr. Zafar?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
I have the my ID if you need it. If you're
Yeah,
ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, it's 196-789-988. Yes, sir. That's me. And the password is 499QKH. Okay.
Okay, so you do have IPA, right? 3 and 8. You're dealing with.
I did. I followed you in Austin, and when I did the system restart, it came up like this,
Okay,
and I'm
so do
unsure if it worked.
IPA. No, no,
Oh,
IPA.
I'm sorry. Oh no, yeah, I missed the I.
Okay, so ENP08 is there. Okay,
Okay.
so you ran through mod probe and all that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's see. Do ls and cat. Oh, you misspelled IFCFG.
I did.
IFCF. You're missing F in there. So rename it. How are you gonna rename that?
IFC.
Look at bond 0.
Okay.
So use the move command to rename it. MV.
And
Yeah,
then
type that thing there. IFCG.
I see it. IFCG dash bond 0. Okay.
No, 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 no.
No, I'm sorry.
Then space. Then give the correct name.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
And
Go ahead
now it should
and
work.
yeah. Now cat bond 0. I want to see what's in there. IFCFG bond 0.
Oh.
IFCFG stands for if config.
If config.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so bound 0. Okay, so you're looking for a static IP to be 250. And do IPA is 250 is already been used by one of the adapters? Okay.
Um.
Yeah, 250 is being used. So what will
Okay.
happen is
Okay.
now when you restart the network, what will happen is it will disconnect. Probably not disconnect. What are you connected as? 250 or 240?
240.
Okay, so it will disconnect. So do systemctl space. Yeah, that restart network. Yep. Okay, do IPA again.
Or maybe I should clear this first.
Yeah, it's using it now.
Okay.
But S3 and S8 should not be. Um, you might want to give it a reboot. Let's give it a
Okay.
reboot and see what happens. You're not using terminal?
No, I'm not. I'll be completely transparent, Mr. Zafar. I'm a little behind, but I'm fully capable of bucking down and making sure I understand
Okay.
everything.
Yeah.
I had to call off some days of work so I can make sure I'm on top of this.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay.
IPA. Okay, so we want to see if the NIC bonding is there. Do uh, ls mod.
Oh, same. No, like this one
Yeah,
thing.
ls mod is one word. Ls mod
Uh-huh.
space. Um, I gave the pipe there.
Pipe.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, sorry.
yeah, and then grep space grep bonding. Okay, yeah, it's there.
Okay.
Let's restart bonding again. Mod probe, MODPROBE, and space bonding. Enter. Okay, and let's go into the etc folder, etc, cd etc slash etc. Sorry,
Oh, it's not. Yes, it's my fault.
slash etc mod probe. .d. Enter. ls cat bonding.conf. Enter. Alias bond 0 bonding. Okay. All right, let's restart this network again.
Okay.
Systemctl restart network.
Network.
Yeah.
Okay.
Job for network failed because control process exited with the error. Okay, so let me drive in for a minute here. Settings. Network. So let's do host only. And host only. Oh, yours. So let's put it back on bridge here. Let me cancel it first. Oh, there you go. Allow all.
Okay.
So this is the MAC address
Okay.
B 2B54 and E845.
So allowing all.
For the virtual box, yeah, you have to allow all for it to be working.
Okay.
IPA, it is not using still. So 250. Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, this. So let's go in there. So for this, bring up the document actually. Bring up the document. Then these two files need to be edited.
The
All these
document
lines
from
need to
the
go.
website.
Huh?
The document from the website.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So this one now, if you look at bond zero here, you getting call? I'm getting call.
That's not me.
Okay, so I'm back. So, so if you scroll up, okay, so copy this here, this much information. Right there, device equal.
EMP OS3.
Yeah. So I think, hold on, give me 1 second here.
Yeah, you could drive Mrs. Zafar.
Yeah. So here, essentially, this is the information you need.
I entered all that. Is it not showing up?
Okay.
And then go back to the other one.
Yeah. So in here, you see. So what we got to do is uh, we go into VI. Okay. So in here, delete everything.
Okay.
Just hold on to D, and it should delete everything.
Hold on
Or
to.
escape. Hit escape. When you're in
Uh
command
huh.
mode, just hold D, so it will delete everything. There you go. And
Okay.
then paste it what we copied in there. So go into insert mode
Uh huh.
and paste it. Right click.
I don't think right click works
Oh,
on this.
oh, okay. You're using it directly here.
I'm using Mac.
Okay. No, I mean if you use terminal, then you could be able to paste. I think.
Okay. Should I
Okay,
go into
so
terminal then?
no, just type it in there. So type,
Okay. Device.
yeah, device Yeah,
Uh-huh.
equals. This one is ENP08, right? Yeah. ENP0S8.
8.
And uppercase on boot equals yes. Okay, and boot proto equals none. Oh, yep, uppercase none. And uppercase slave equal yes. And master equals bound 0. Okay, push escape, save and exit. Okay, now do ls. So what we're gonna do is cat cat I cat if configure bound 8 enp08. No, incfg actually.
Oh, cat IFCFG.
If, yeah, cfg hyphen enp0s8. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to rewrite what we have in 3, right? So just bring the arrow over, and we're gonna use the redirector. Give a space,
Mm-hmm.
greater than sign, and space. Then we are sending the cat to output to this file here, ifcfg enp03. enp03 s03, yeah. Enter. Okay, now at this moment you just have to go back into if vi, go vi ifcfg hyphen enp0s3. Okay, yeah, so all you have to do is just change on the top right, make 8 3.
Like 8 3.
See, escape, save and exit. See, it's much easier now.
It
This
is,
is
yeah.
this is how you use the redirector to direct the
Okay.
text in config file. Okay, so restart the system now. Systemctl restart network.
Oh,
There you go. It worked. The
oh,
IPA.
sweet. Oh, so I entered it. I entered the information wrong.
Yeah. If
Okay,
you
that
look
was
at the document,
little
document is
slip
saying
ups
you.
like that.
Yeah, document is telling you to just delete everything in there. That's what it means.
Okay, all right.
Do
I was a little
IPA.
confused because I followed it step by step, and now you're telling me I entered the information wrong. Then common slip up, I guess.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. Take a picture and put it in the chat. If you get stuck, that's what the chat is about.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Safar.
Yeah. So do IPA here. I want to see if it's working. Yeah, there you go. It's working. Actually, it's still not working. So let's give it a reboot.
Okay.
So the only IP should be is 150, 250 actually. Yeah, it's still not working. Let me check something here. So this looks good.
Small. Crap. Restart network. Okay.
Now it's working.
Thank you.
So
So,
see, number 2 and number 3, they don't have IP. That's what it's supposed to be.
oh, okay.
There's supposed to be
So,
only one IP, and Bond is using that IP. Okay, and actually we might need to restart one time here.
okay, reboot again.
Yeah.
So, what was it in settings that you have to change again?
In the settings, I didn't do anything. All I did was reload the bonding.
Okay.
Uh-oh. No, it's not working.
Wait, hold on. So, I'm a little confused.
So I want to see if you have host only adapter. What is happening here is this IP address you're getting it from the router,
Yeah.
your home router. So that's what it's messing up a little bit. So the host only adapter is not installed on your system. I wonder why. This is system preferences. And do you have network in here? Yeah.
Yeah, right there.
So when the virtual box is going through the installation, it installs one more. So 1.154. So in here is supposed to be one more connection in there.
Okay.
So here's the thing: for your situation right now, it's halfway through working. Because
Okay.
when we do this here, because what is happening here is if you have an internal host only adapter there, then it will work just fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll continue to watch the videos.
Yeah, I think it's related to Mac.
I think I'm missing some. I'm missing something.
In the configuration, you mean?
Yeah, I think I'm missing another configuration.
Yeah, in here, if we suppose switch to bridge adapter or host only adapter, then it would work because that's what the problem with him too.
Okay.
Okay, all right. So I'm gonna close this.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Safar.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Anybody else have any problems I could help with? Harun, Mirza, Burhan. Anybody?
I'm good for now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Are you guys good with LVM? Everybody? LVM is very important.
No, not me. I would like to go over it again if nobody else wants to go.
Yes, please.
Okay, yeah.
Especially if we're recording it, if it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, it is recording.
Yeah, I was starting it actually right before class started. I was doing the LVM all over again on the practice machine.
Yeah. Give me a number.
14, 15, 965 116, and then the password. Password is 874 J
A74J.
JWY.
874JWY. Okay. All right. So for the other guys, I think for Burhan and Mirza. Oh, you're in a day class, right? I think Burhan is in afternoon class.
Correct.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you could watch it still, I suppose. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So show me what you got.
Okay, so I had just added the hard disk to my storage.
Okay. Which one?
I added SDB, SDC, SDD, SDE,
Yeah.
and then I was probably about to start getting into the mounting again. Um, but so the swamp is virtual memory, and MEM is the memory that's already on our machine, correct?
Yeah.
All right.
Swap should already be there too. So do
Yeah.
df-h.
EF.
df.
Oh, D. Yeah. Yeah.
So in here. Oh, okay. Yeah. Swap. You won't see it's mounted here. But if you look on the top here, when you do LSBLK, the swap is 1.6 GB.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it's coming from here. So that's what the system took the liberty to assign itself. So you do free-h, free space -h.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay, that's where this is.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to increase the swap, then do the regular LVM and all those. Then you could increase the swap.
Oh, you can do LVM.
No. For LVM, you have to go through all that PV create, VG create, and all that. And when you're about to do the format, then you would do MK swap.
Okay. I'll probably have to watch that over again, just to like clarify. But when this is just virtual memory is what this is basically.
Virtual
And we
memory, yeah.
only
See,
and we
if the
only
memory is full, we got like 1 gig of RAM there, right? Out of that, 70% is free. If all that is sucked up, right? What will happen is the processes which are do PS-EF. We not. I don't think I've showed you this yet.
PS
Yeah. Then -EF.
EF.
Yeah. Hit enter. So these are all the processes running in the background. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The ones which are sleeping will get moved to the swap.
Okay.
Okay, and if there is a time when it gets, if the swap is full, then you will get the alerts, security alerts, or
Okay.
the system alerts.
Okay.
But
Um.
in reality, most system has like 32 GB of RAM,
Mm-hmm.
not 1 GB.
Yeah.
We're just playing with 1 GB. In reality, most system has 32 GB.
Mm-hmm. So we were just basically creating more space for us to move files around, mount the files, mount the files to the disk, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. And when we mount those files to the disk, we can mount another folder on top of that disk
No,
to
only one
take up the
folder at one time.
right. Okay. But when we take the folder off and we put another one on there,
Yeah, you could
the
do that.
files the files from the previous folder are on the new folder, correct?
Yeah, because the
And
files are
what
sitting on the physical hard drive, not on the folder.
okay. So then what when like in I guess like in real life terms, when do we use that? And like what scenario will we use that in? If we're trying to copy and paste files to like another folder and just want to use a shortcut, or the file is too large?
The mount point is useless. Mount point, it could be any mount point, right? It's just mount point is just like a Windows looking into the hard drive. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
Name doesn't mean anything. So do clear here and do ls, do dffnh actually. These are all the system. Do you have anything that or has already in it? Like what about the one OS Linux 01? Is there one has anything in there?
Nah, I don't think so. Let me see. Uh, it may. I think this is the one that I changed the name, or I think I might have deleted them
Okay.
because I wanted to start over from scratch to like test what I knew, and then I think I deleted everything. This one has 3 versions as well on it.
Yeah, that one has a kernel in it.
Yeah, I kind of got lost like in the mix because I was trying to do both of the classes at the same time, and I was doing some commands sometimes.
Do df.
Should I open this one?
Yeah, fine. IP may be different.
You said the IP may be different.
Yeah. IP is 210 actually, no? Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, I think it's different. Should I change it?
Yeah, sure. DF. Yeah, do
Mm,
LSBLK. Yeah, there you go.
yeah,
Yeah, you just don't have.
I deleted everything and tried to start over.
Okay. Well, don't restrict yourself. I mean, you could create as many you want in there.
Hmm. Um. Okay, so I guess I kind of got the what I guess I got the understanding of mount. So we don't technically always use it in the real workforce, do we?
No.
Not really. Okay.
If you want to give somebody trouble, yeah, do that. They will have a sleepless nights because what is happening is the path they're using, they're putting that path into their applications or whatever.
Hmm.
And if that path is not there, then they will have a sleepless nights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
um, VGM, that's different from LVM. So VGM, you said we needed to be really good at that in the interview, correct?
LVM.
LVM.
Yeah. What is VGM?
Oh, LVM. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. The PV create, VG create, LV create, all those are part of LVM.
Oh, okay.
So if you go into the website, I put on interview questions there. So memorize those. You really need to memorize them. Actually,
Okay.
yeah.
Disk duplication. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. If anybody else has any questions, you guys can go.
Okay. Anybody else? Nothing.
Is GUI we use in the real time in the
No.
no, okay, because it's not that much important.
No. Go is pathetic. I mean, I think I showed you uh, the size when we updated. The size has kind of swollen, right, from 1.3 GB to 4 GB.
Yes.
Yeah. Right now, this operating system is capable of doing everything what Groovy is able to do.
Okay.
You may just have to install some applications here, like here and there. Even if you install a lot of things not GUI, still won't be that big here. It won't even cross 2 GB, the used size. So you have to look at the root VG, and here, this part here is still 1.2 GB. I mean, if you look
Right.
at the operating system for Windows, it will suck up 25 GB right there just to have like operating system running.
Right.
Does anybody else have the VGM on their machine that we can like I guess
I
test it?
I may have it. Yeah, I'll show you to you.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Mr. Zafar.
Yeah.
So I had a question. You know one of the networks that we set up, ENP0S3?
Yeah. Huh?
Did we keep the boot proto for that equal to none because we had it set to being the slave of bond 0, which we already set that boot proto to static?
Uh, are you in my later class? Which class are
Yes,
you?
the afternoon.
Yeah. So yeah. No, hold up on that one. Oh, I'm done with that class, right? Boot proto and all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So can you repeat the question one more time?
So for bond 0, we have the boot proto equal to static. But for EMP0S3, we set the boot proto to none.
Yes.
Is it because it's already connected to bond 0 as its master?
Yes, it is.
Okay, that's one.
Yeah. Bound zero is gonna be commanding that.
So that's why we keep it none.
Yeah.
Could you have multiple statics?
You could have. I showed you. You could also have like a individual static IP. If you're not bonding, you
Yeah.
could have two cards and you could assign both of them their own static IP.
Okay.
Okay, so I think I showed you already the static IP. Then after the followed by that, then you did the bonding. By the way, you could do bonding more than two. You could add 3 or 4 network adapters in there too.
Okay.
Yeah.
We didn't bond with ENP0S3 S9, right?
We did S8 and S9. We are just using S9 for the internet connection. Because if you look on the IP address for S9, it would be something else. Uh-oh.
There's a Windows.
No, you should. Yeah, you should be able to ping from your own computer.
What time did you want us to complete the assignment by for the afternoon class?
Within another 2 weeks should be good.
Okay.
Okay, so I have here so many things in there, right? Like recruiting, HR, accounting, and finance. So let's mess with recruiting here, right? So if you even if you're going into a recruiting folder, right? If you are into a recruiting folder, but the data you're reading is on this drive. Okay, so if you have like 1,000 files in there, right?
Yeah.
Don't worry about this, I'll show this in scripting. So we got 1,000 files in the recruiting folder, right? I'm going to clear this and I'm going to get out of this and I'll do DFF and H. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unmount recruiting, and this drive I'm going to mount it to some other folder here, okay?
All right.
So you mount, if I do DFF and H, it's gone. So recruiting is not there here anymore. So I'm going to do this and then go to MNT folder, which is already built in. So the data on the recruiting folder, which is right here, what do you think if I go into CDMNT? What should I find in here?
The 1,000 files.
Yeah, I should find 1,000 files in there.
Okay, so the files are now mounted onto the hard
MNT.
drive. Yeah.
So this part is meaningless. If this part is gonna get damaged, then it's a problem. Okay, this part is just like a view master. You just have a window mounted in there, and then you're seeing through the microscope.
Okay.
So if I unmount HR and mount this to HR, whatever this thing is, if this is mounted to HR, then you're gonna see whatever is in the recruiting. So I'm gonna say you mount Okay, so now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mount recruiting to HR. So if I go into HR, what should I see in there?
Those file.
Yeah, 1,000 files should be there in there. There you go. But look what is mounted to HR. The folder is HR is mounted to recruiting. So that's all it matters.
Okay.
This part doesn't matter.
So dev/mapper/ZMPT recruiting is
This is where the data is, yep. This is where the 1,000 files are.
Right.
It was not in HR, it was not in recruiting folder, or it was not in MNT folder. But however, you don't play around with this. What they do is, if they have like something specific set up like this, and if you go around and mess with this, because the application is not reading this file here, so it's going to go crazy.
The application isn't reading which file? The recruiting file?
Yeah. No, not the recruiting. When they have it set up, they're not going to have the recruiting part read. They will have this path read. They will have, they write it into the application, oh, go into this place and then read the data in this place. And if you want to give them a trouble, if you want to just unmount it and leave it alone, or change the path or the mount point, actual term is mount point. So if you change the mount point, then you're giving them sleepless nights.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. So the dev/mapper/ZMPT recruiting is a part of the server, or it's on the server, and you just mount folders onto that so that people can see it rather than going to the actual drive.
Yeah.
And messing with the actual drive.
So now, I mean, this is the path. This is the path
Mm-hmm.
to go in here. Okay, if
Yeah.
the path is messed up, but this part is not messed up. Okay, if the
Yeah.
path is messed up, then it will create other problems. For you and me, this part is meaningless.
Mm-hmm.
For application, this would be somewhat meaning. So right now what happened? We take it out from recruiting a folder and mount it to HR folder, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now on the application side, if the application is looking for the recruiting folder is missing here. So that will give them a sleepless night.
Yeah.
So right here, over here, see how nicely the recruiting folder was over here. Recruiting was mounted to the recruiting
Yeah.
LVM. So if the application is looking for this and if it's nowhere to be found, then it's going to crash.
Mm.
But for me, this is meaningless.
Yeah. Because we actually know what, like, we can see what drive it's on
Yeah, we could.
or what device it's on.
Yeah, if the folder gets deleted, you could definitely recreate that folder with the same exact name.
Is that what you're saying? Don't mess with it.
If you want to give somebody sleepless night, do that.
Okay.
No, that's those hackers do. They just change that path for the file.
Exactly, they do. If they get access to it, if you get a root access, that's what I'm telling you. It's beginning of the class, I told you, root privilege is where it's a root access is a privileged access. Don't misuse it.
Right.
Put out.
See how easily I'm able to change, unmount, and do all this as a root access. You won't be able to do it as a regular user. So let's log in as a regular user. Uh,
This is why you have policies and things like that, right?
yeah.
And permissions.
So I'm gonna create a user. I have to redo it again, I guess. So I have DFF and H, right? So I'm gonna say U mount accounting. So I'm not able to do that.
Uh,
A regular user. I told you a root could mess around anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Even if there are no permissions, let's remove the permissions here. See, the permissions are this here, right?
Execute, read, and write.
Yeah, so let's see here. Let me remove all the permissions here. So for root, there are no permissions here. So if I want to go into CD recruiting, regular user is not able to do. Sorry about that. But I am root, right? Look in here. Nobody has access. I'm able to get in there, no problem. So root is a very privileged user.
Um,
Okay, I would say practice, and break it. Break it. I mean, you could break. The operating system is free. Nobody's hurting you.
yeah.
Install, reinstall, break it. Keep breaking it. The more you break it, the better it gets.
Don't be scared to mess up.
No, don't. You have the document here. Sooner or later, you will learn.
Hmm. Does anybody else have questions?
Any questions about commands, ls, redirectors, anything like that?
So is more new and new commands comes, or it just
The one I showed you are the basic ones, most commons. But if you sometimes install an application, that specific application may have like a specific command. But most of the time, as a user, as an administrator, engineer, you don't worry about those things. The most commands I use, those are the most you ever use. I'm sorry, the one I showed you, those are the most you
yeah?
will ever use. It covered everything.
Mr. Zavar.
Yeah.
So I have a question about the file systems.
Okay.
So the file systems is just based on what type of operating system you have.
You could change the file system. Most of the time, the file system we are using is ext, xfs, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
You see xfs file system, that's the one you're using all the time.
Yeah, but Windows has a different file system, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Windows is ntfs and
Mm-hmm.
LVM is using xfs.
Okay. So we can crash the file system.
I would say crash it. But if there is no backup, the file system crash, the data is gone. You should know that.
Yeah, but it won't crash in putty, right?
No.
No. Yeah. Okay.
So LVM is very important. Do LVM, crash it, kill it, redo it. The more you do it, the better it gets.
Yeah.
What is most important after LVM?
Bounding
About,
and
I mean,
commands,
so far. Oh, okay.
looking up, memory, checking memory information, looking at CPU information, and what else here? Hold on. Let me go to one of the other class I had here. So get a good hang of VI editor. Directory structure is useless. Network interface card, NIC card, bonding. History is useless. LVM, disk management. LVM is most important. Then you should know a little bit of disk management also. And everything else, you don't have to remember all this here. Everything else, you just have to have the good knowledge. And administration, permissions, file permissions, and user administration. Yeah. LVM, user administration, permissions. And then the last one would be the updates.
So permissions usually used by root, not the
Yeah, root is the one who is giving, taking and giving permissions most of the time.
permissions.
So when we install Firefox, we were actually installing the application Firefox,
Yeah.
and for the permissions, directory. Say, you don't have no questions?
Okay. Well, time
Not
is
the
up
mo-
anyway, so I mean, you could ask the question in the class. Hopefully, I mean, this will encourage you to like practice more, and then I come up with questions.
Yeah, Mr. Zafar, for the packages, the software packages,
Yeah.
what kind of, those aren't the same as the UT, I mean the TCP packages and the UDP packages, right?
No, TCP and UDP are protocols.
Right.
It's a
Okay.
concept. It's not a packages.
Yeah, that's the okay. But don't they send packets, acknowledge packages, and
No, not packages. Packets. They send packets.
packets? Okay, that's all those are the only questions that I have.
Okay.
If I have any, I'll use the chat.
Yeah, use the chat. So I'm gonna end now, and then you guys want to do group chat or group practice, go ahead. And actually, Google Meet is free these days, so you could go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
All right.
Okay,
Mr.
no
Zafar,
problem.
Thank you so much, Mr.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Okay, you too. All right. Bye.